So, for the second time, we're going to talk about the who, what, when, where, why, and how of the internal assessment for Math SL. Okay? So, what is the IA? It's an exploration which enables students to demonstrate the application of their skills and knowledge and to pursue their personal interests without the time limitations and other constraints that are associated with written exams. In other words, they want to see if you can apply what you learned to something that interests you. For example, is there math in the flight of a soccer ball? Is there math in dancing? Basically, can you take a topic within the syllabus and apply it to the real world? That's what the IA is all about. How's it graded? It's based on 5 criteria. A, communication, mathematical presentation, personal engagement, reflection, and the use of mathematics. This is worth 20% of your final IB math grade, and it is graded by me. Paper 1 makes up 40%, paper 2 makes up 40%, and the IA makes up the final 20% of your IB math grade. Now, something new. I haven't said this yet. If you decide that you do not want to do the IA, you will not get credit for this course. This is not optional. You have to do this. Okay? So that's what we're starting now. So then that way we can get out some brainstorming ideas. We can try to develop something here and make sure basically you finish it up. Probably around the same time you're going to finish up your TOK essay or your EE in your senior year. Okay? So, this is not optional. You must do this. Whether you're in this class or the other class, you got to do an IA. Okay? Yes?
Aren't the other classes IAs like harder because
the studies IAs are more math driven. It is more on like data type of collection. Y'all's is more of a, I would say y'all's is more of an essay versus a like research paper. Theirs is more like a research paper. Y'all's is more like an essay. So basically, I feel like when I look at the two types, I feel like this leaves a little bit more for creativity versus that one. I mean, you can be creative and like trying to gather like some statistical data, but like for example, one of my seniors this year talked about time traveling. Okay, and so it's like I don't know how you're gonna try to collect some data based off of that. It doesn't even exist yet. So I mean, you see what I mean? It kind of gives it more of a free range type thing. So, when is it due? It is due at the beginning of the second semester of your senior year. However, different sections of the IA will be due in between that time. For example, before you leave, the end of May, I'm expecting you to have an idea and an outline of what you're basically going to be writing about. Now, don't get me wrong, things change, okay? We've only got halfway through the curriculum, okay? Maybe when we come in, the first thing we go over in your senior year, you might be like, ooh, I want to do something related to that. Then by all means, you can change it. The thing is that, the last minute you change things, the harder it's going to be to try to make sure it's a strong, solid exploration. So depending on what you pick, if you want to perform your own type of investigation, like you want to see if you can actually, perform, I'm trying to think of. This year, one of my seniors, they did the golden ratio, and they wanted to see if there was the whole description of what beauty is, if, her or her sister were actually considered beauty based off of math. And so, she actually performed an investigation where she did certain measurements of her face and of her sister's face, and then, that's what I mean by investigation. Like if you actually are performing something yourself, like you actually have to collect a little bit of data yourself. That will be due at the beginning of your senior year. I'll get specific dates to you, the closer they get. The first draft is due in October of your senior year. Again, I gotta make sure it doesn't conflict with EEs and TOKs and stuff like that, so I'll let you know once we all get that settled. But then the final draft will be due at the beginning of February of your senior year. Who? You, of course. This is an individual project and should be completed as such. Group work or outside assistance is to be used when you complete your IA, okay? So if you want somebody to, it's different from getting somebody to edit your paper and then getting somebody to write your paper. That's a big difference, okay? Also, if somebody else is doing if you are going to do something that is database and someone else is collecting your work, that's not allowed, okay? Now, if you want each other, if you're stuck on an idea and you want to talk about it with your classmates, that's fine, but it shouldn't be you taking somebody else's idea and making it your own. That is plagiarism, and definitely don't want to go through that whole issue. I can help only to a certain extent because I am grading. Okay? I am grading it, so I can only help with so much. Any questions so far? You will get time to work on your IAs in class. That's going to be like to discuss topics, brainstorm, draft, read former IAs, and discuss the mark scheme. But most of the work will be done outside of the classroom. Okay, so basically we're spending all this week. We're going to be reading sample IAs. We're going to be talking about ideas and things like that to get you started on your IA. Okay? And why? You have to ask, why are you an IB? Okay? Because, I mean, they want to see, it's kind of like the whole reason why you take TOK. Okay? Can you think outside of the box? All right? So, any questions?
Pretty straightforward.
Try to make it that way. I was making this morning and I was like,